guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. I know it has been a while, but I'm living a full life. So anyway, I am trying to do a broadcast once a week as much as I can. So anyway, before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I want to talk about being tough and vulnerable. The reason I want to talk about this is yesterday I met someone, and then my friend claimed is my twin sister or something like that. And the reason she say that is because she realized there's something in us that's very similar, which is it's hard for us to show our vulnerability. That means we have difficulty to show other people our weak side. And then to a lot of people, they always believe that we are too tough. Sometimes, okay, we need to be weak sometimes. But you need to understand, for girls who was raised in the environment tell you to be tough, do everything on your own, to be strong, to never let anybody down, never let anybody look down at you, or never ever give people any chance of that. It's really hard for us to understand why do we have to be vulnerable. Like, why? We don't see the need of that. Or you can say, so far in our life, we don't see how it will help us in any way. You know what I mean? So, longest time, my friends always say to be vulnerable is I had to be able to be weak in front of, my loved one. Especially, you will see those tough women seems to have difficulty in their marriage, because they want to do everything on their own, right? I got this, I got this, I got this. The tough woman, this is probably the sentence you hear from their mind or hear from their mouth all the time. I got this. I got this. Are you okay? No, I got this. Do you need help? No, okay, I got this. That's basically that's what you will hear from a woman who like to be tough. Yes, through my episode, I tell you what we try to do outside is because we have something inside that we try to hide. Yes, I have a weak body. I have a weak inner child, I'm trying to hide. Therefore, my outside always try to be so tough, invincible, or, unbreakable. Right? Because somehow, some way, my inner child is very weak, very vulnerable, very fearful. Therefore, I've had the need to hide it. So anyway, for the longest time, every time I have a conversation with my friend, you had to be vulnerable. You had to whom? To whom? In my head, which is same as the person I talked to yesterday. Why? To whom? Why do I have to act stupid? Why do I have to act weak? Right? If I got this, I don't trust them. I don't do this. Why? Why? Really, if you want to ask us, and I believe many of you in front of this right now, you probably feel the same. Why? There are a lot of people who's easy to cry in front of a guy. They're asking help, they're drinking water. That's so easy to do, but it's just not easy for us to do. I just simply cannot do it. So anyway, why am I talking about this is, for the longest time, people believe vulnerability means I have to show my weakest side to others. Just understand that is not necessarily so, right? Oh my God, I forgot my cleaner is coming. I have such a small time frame and I want to do my broadcast, but then, let me see.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm broadcasting. Yeah. Help yourself. Yeah. Okay, that's awkward, but anyway, it's broadcast, but I'm gonna still try to do that. So anyway, back to the topic. Through the longest time, I thought being vulnerable means I have to show myself, being weak in front of people. But then I slowly, throughout the time, I start to realize is to accept I'm weak. To accept there are things I cannot do. To accept things that, don't always have to be perfect. To accept things don't always have to be done, right? So to accept that, it took me a while. After accepting that, whether I'm showing to people or not to showing people, I realize it no longer matter. It's come to a point I start to realize. Usually, you will realize a top woman try to take care of everybody. Everybody. But during the process when they try to take care of everybody, the one person that's very important that they forgot to take care of is usually themselves. That is them. Because a lot of time they say, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. They're using all their reserve juice without even knowing that. You know what I mean? So the vulnerability, number one, step one, understand you too are human. You too can be weak. You too have things that you cannot do. And not everything had to be done. You know what I mean? To accept it and be okay with it. That would be your step one. Second, the most key things of being vulnerability is not to show it to other people, but to show it to yourself. A lot of time people will say, yes, I do that. I know I'm weak. So, I do accept that. Today, I would encourage you guys to do something a little bit more differently. Is whenever you guys have time, and I want you guys to stay in front of the mirror and simply look yourself in the eyes and ask yourself this question. I encourage all of you to do this. I want you to stay in front of the mirror and ask you guys, are you happy? You know what I mean? Look at yourself and ask you, are you happy? If your answer is, yes, I'm great. I'm living a great life. Great. Let's go ahead and continue making that life even better. But if your answer was negative, which a lot of tough women I talk to are, they suffering they internally suffering in a marriage, but they try to outside pretend everything is okay. They try to brainwash themselves, tell themselves and say, it's all good. It's better than before. I couldn't really ask more of that, right? So if you are one of those women, which I was too, I want you really to spend that time, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are you happy? If your answer is not, no, or you are even not sure or even have a hesitance of it, I want you to be able to ask yourself, to me, I will ask myself, what can I do to make you feel better? Does that make sense? Then my inner child at that point will come out. It most likely will behave like a kid would say, well, a bubble tea would be nice. Then I say, okay, let's go get a bubble tea, which I would usually do. Now, after I get my bubble tea, I'll come back and look in the mirror again, and I would say, okay, now do you feel better? And then my inner child would say, well, a little bit. But there's always a but, right? But I still feel sad. At this point, in front of the mirror, I would say, okay, what other thing can I make you feel better? Then he'll say, well, I need a trip. I need to go out. I need to get away. I need to watch a movie. And I would say, okay, let's do it. Let's do that. I want to just do nothing. And I say, okay, how about let's just make this day a nothing day, right? And then after I ease, remember, I say this so many times, before you want to tell logic to your brain, talk emotion first. Comfort your emotion first. Once you're able to comfort yourself, then you're able to have a proper conversation with yourself. You will say, okay, are you happy? Then you will say, no. What can I do for you? 2 questions I want you to ask yourself. Are you happy? If not, what can I do for you? And then do that something. Well, I would really need my space. I really don't want to see this person ever again in my house. Okay? I will make that happen for you. You know what I mean? A lot of time your mind will come back and say, oh, am I too guilty? Am I too bad? Am I being too mean? Am I do that? But I want you guys to forget about that. For me, the way I exercise it is staying in front of the mirror and say, are you happy? Have I taken care of you yet? How can I take care of you? Because longest time, the tough woman expecting to, alpha showing from nowhere, just save our world, which is not just alpha woman. All the women expecting some people to just show up from nowhere and save us. The reality is, if you cannot take care of you, nobody else can. Don't give that responsibility to anybody else. So, after this exercise, I tell you, I've gone through very depressed time myself. And then it took really long time for me to get out of it. It took really long time for me to start understand I am the first one who had to take care of, not anybody else. Longest time I live my life trying to take care of everybody else. I got this. But then I forgot to take care of the only one who's important to me, the only one who's mattered to me, which is me. So anyway, that's when the moment I start to realize so-called vulnerability is not showing my weak side to anybody else, but be able to break down myself in front of me. Not only break it down in front of myself, but also to able to take an action of it. Instead of before I said, I got this. I'm so angry of other people disappointed me. I'm so upset, like how they betray my trust or something like that. At the end, it comes back to this. It's me. I never spend time to look after and never spend time to take care of. It's that vulnerability. It's that body who is so weak, so torn, so much needed a break, need to be taken care of. So anyway, this is just a topic just because I encountered someone and then, I thought it would be a great topic for you guys to really look into. Please spend some time to have a conversation with yourself. All I'm asking yourself is instead of wasting so much time asking, pleasing everybody, taking care of everybody, spend some time with yourself. Just stand. All you have to do is standing in front of a mirror. Show your vulnerability, not to everybody else. I understand it's hard to show it to everybody else, but show it to yourself at least. Look at yourself in the mirror and simply ask, are you happy? If not, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? I would do that. Even that means saying no to my parents. Even that means saying no to my in-law. Even I say, don't ever come to my house. You know what? I would do that. I would do that for you. Because your happiness, the one in the mirror, is what matters to you. So anyway, again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.